Alright, so we're on to our next step of experimental cooking, and here we're going to see what we can do with some candy. We've got some classic gummy bears, we got some sour gummy worms, candy corn, some fruit slices, little sour gummies, and we've got some circus peanuts, which I don't believe is anyone's favorite candy. But this is going to be like our wild card, because who knows what that's going to happen. And we've got two experiments. We're going to try cooking them on the stove and see what happens, and we're also going to boil them a little bit in water and see what goes on. I think the end goal is to create sort of like a candy jelly sort of deal, see what happens, or see what just happens when they break down. Maybe we can use it as a spread, maybe we use it like in a Craig's Kitchen episode. We don't really know what's going to happen, but we're going to see what's going to happen to each of these things, and we're going to start with some classic gummy bears from Haribo.
Kids and adults love it. What do you think? Just like a handful of each?
I guess so, yeah. So right away, the gummy bears on the pan have already formed a little bit of a goo. They're just kind of melting around. And I'm going to lower them into this hot water.
I promise I'm going to wash these pans.
Huh. Interesting. So, I noticed they're kind of shrinking when you put them in the water, you see. Oh. We're going zero gravity. I'm getting kind of the same effect, but I am getting them as one solid piece. You are not.
Mine is some sort of weird sci-fi monster.
Yeah, you got a kind of a goop going on there.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's kind of what we're looking for at the same time, but mine are kind
at the
of
same
melting
time,
away.
I don't feel like I could reshape these.
So I'm going to just try and dip those.
I'm just going to go ahead and set that spoon there, because that's all I can do.
Oh, wow, look at them. Look, they've all formed into one mass. That's intriguing. Ooh. Now we've got kind of a jelly on the spoon here.
Yeah.
Maybe having the hot water will clean the spoon off easier.
Well, I think it's a safe bet to say we might have the same effect with the sour bite crawlers, yeah? Or you want to give them a go?
Well, let's give them a go anyway. Actually, bring me a few other colors of the, oh wait, they're right here. A few other colors of the gummy bears. I'm gonna try and, add a little bit of green and white into these. So this time I'm not going to put them in for as long. They lose their shape in the water really fast.
It's going to take a little longer with just a layer of sugar on them, but you kind of start to see the same effect happening.
It's kind of like a spider web almost.
Yeah, the effect it creates. See just this layer of sugar there?
Right. Very interesting.
Kind of looks like my sock.
Alright. So, what happened?
You know, people always come up and ask me, Kyle, what exactly is in Craig's Kitchen? And I say, well, have you ever read the books of, like the Lovecraftian books? And it's explaining how you're not really supposed to peek beyond the veil. Well, the veil is a YouTube channel, and you're not really supposed to see what's behind it. But let's peek in and see if your mind can withhold what's really here in Craig's Kitchen.
Yeah, so that's all the candy that I just revealed. We tried it in hot water and on the stovetop. The stovetop didn't really help out a lot. It just kind of made it a melty, gooey mess.
Yeah.
Kind of like melting plastic.
Mm-hmm. And if it had, sour on it, just crystallized the sour and the sugar.
Yeah, it didn't really have much of an effect. However, the hot water had a different effect on everything.
Yes.
You
can see it's kind of funky.
Yeah, the water is now orange, mainly from the circus peanuts.
Yeah.
But it seems the gummy bears kind of shrink a little bit. They kind of melted into a goop. So I'm using that as a glue to hold everything together. The circus peanuts kind of just, lost their flair. They just got soft and, shrunk a little. The gummy worms stayed pretty much the same, but their sugar kind of came off. Same with the fruit slices. And the most interesting would be the candy corn that just kind of broke apart like an old rock.
Gonna add some crunch to it.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is I just put everything together. It's one big pile. I think we're gonna put it in the freezer a bit.
Yes.
And let it cool, and then we might see if this is like an edible candy.
Joseph,
do we make a super candy?
No, we did not. But you know what?
You know what?
Here at Craig's Kitchen, we believe in
It's all
consistency.
about Craig's Kitchen.
And we're gonna be consistent and see how this goes.
Well, we'll put that in there for maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, why not?
And we'll just see what happens. In the Craig's Kitchen laboratory.
It's up against me. And scream, why have you done this, Kyle? I'm gonna have to strike it down a second time.
Alright, so we've taken it out of the freezer. Our monstrosity kind of looks like a bunch of bugs and stuff. It just looks like we melted a bunch of stuff together, really, which is kind of what I did.
This is exactly what we did.
And we're going to see if it's a super candy now. Will the power of gummy worms save the circus peanuts from being so bad? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But we'll see what happens. Cal's washing dishes.
Washing dishes.
So I'm trying to cut it up right now, and all I'm finding is that it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
Is dead.
It's not delivery, it's disappointment. And I'm just gonna get whatever I can on the fork, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try this monster.
Good luck.
We'll see what happens. I'll just put it down right there. I want to try and get like a little bit of like most things. I want to get a little bit of the circus peanut on there.
Right.
I got a candy corn bit. I got some circus peanut, and I got some gummy bear. But I don't know if I'm going to get to the gummy worms. I think the food itself is fighting me. Well, there's only 3 gummy worms in here, so you know, gotta string it up Italian style. Oh dear.
I don't know if that's quite al dente.
I don't think it's actually going to work.
I think just maybe a scoop and get what you can.
Yep. There. I want you to look at this. There's gummy worm in there.
Somewhere.
Huh. My mama always said life was like an amalgamation of different candy. You never know what you're gonna get. My particular fork fill was actually quite yummy.
I guess if gummy bears and... No,
Kyle?
I think that's a little too much sugar for old Kyle.
Come on, Kyle, just take the forkful. Just take a fork. Just take a fork, just stick it in. You take what you get, you take out.
That's some of the peanut, too. I don't want none of that. Let me get some of this.
Look at him fight for it. Oh!
Get that up and dice just like Mama used to make it.
Oh, yeah!
It tastes fine.
But I'm not going to eat all of it.
But the consistency is,
It's gummy.
It's gummy and it's kind of slimy.
Well,
And it's not satisfying.
so that's the candy monster from potentially Craig's Kitchen. I don't know what cooking techniques we'll have here, but I'd say I'm not doing that again. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.